Sup, guys? It's the amazingly sexy and true experience of truth in reality. Oasis, Oasis Island, man, hour, men. It's the men hour. Okay. No. We're back again with another Chill Island Oasis of Truth and Reality. I'm your host, CJ O'Connell. Um, we've had it's got a lot of people cheering, a lot of people, thank you. You know, it's um it's an honor to serve my country. You know what I mean? The truth and reality just keeps on coming. It keeps uh flowing lovingly like a beautiful river. And I'm just here to help channel that flow into the atmosphere. So, yeah, tonight was chill. I had to do some peopling, as Winston's mom calls it. And right on the right what I was gonna get into, Lady Lou. Thank you for asking. It was right. So my sister uh was like a character in her high school musical, uh, and it was Legally Blonde, the musical. And I have to get some testosterone back after watching that. Nah, but it was good. A lot of my family went. It was really nice. I went with my friend. We chilled for a little while after, watched some bits from some TV and movies, some shows and movies. Um, yeah, my sister was like you could say she was like a more minor role, but she popped with what she had. You know, she's a good singer and a good dancer. Um, what was I going to say? And it's kind of funny. There were a few things. It was interesting analyzing the Legally Blonde, the Legally Blonde the musical, what it had to say about gender and LGBTQ culture. No, I'm just kidding. But it is funny though because there it actually did kind of show every side of the spectrum. Uh, to be fair, in its own way, like I mean, it's all about a lawyer. It's all about a blonde chick, becoming a lawyer and she does it just going after this guy. She goes to Harvard. It's, based on the movie, which is, an okay movie. Uh, don't really see why they had to make a musical out of it, but you know, it is what it is. No, and it's actually funny I mean, there's some un PC jokes in there, kind of. There's, like stuff about is the guy gay or European, and is it this like lesbian, just like a feminist. But they're jokes at the. I don't know. It was kind of all over the place. It was funny because like you had the like And then they bring out like the guys on the football team, who like play the jocks, it's like or whatever, the guys, the straight guys or whatever. It was just a smorgasbord of just gender roles. Nah, but then there's that guy. So there's like the main guy, and he winds up coming along when she gets into Harvard somehow. By the way, right? She's not that smart. No, but she gets there, and then the guy's like, "You gotta stop being a dumbass." He's like throwing away all her hair products and stuff, and I was like, "That's pretty based, amazingly masculine." Point of view. And but then of course it's like, the L wins the day, she did it. The blonde girl is a lawyer, and it's honestly, surprising. I was definitely surprised that a woman could be a lawyer. No, but oh my god, they had this guy who's like the kind of evil boss type guy, and the kid playing him had like a terrible lisp, and it was really funny because me and my friend couldn't help but laugh. I mean, it's not because of the lisp, but it was just it was almost like they were giving him words that were purposefully with S words, and it was uh kind of grating, but I was like, okay, so funny. Um, mhm. I mean, not much else to say about it, but it just kind of had that thing of like, here's this point of view, and then here's this point of view, and like it was, it was kind of funny in its own way. It was kind of like, I mean, it's very feminine, but it shows different sides of the spectrum or whatever. Um, but yeah, it's sort of, you know, it was pretty chill. Um, um, really funny and weird to be back at my high school watching a musical, seeing a musical. Um, Salute Winston's mom. Um, but yeah, nothing super exciting. Um, Somehow managed to not really run into anyone that I knew that was good. I was never really, but like I wasn't really a part of the theater though. I was a band kid. Um, yeah, it's amazing. And it's just apparently you just have to be get a gay man to do the play, to do the musical. Unless you're the, football jock that's kind of like they bring him out and them out to be what they are, which is not acting, basic, you know, basically they're not actors acting. And it's very strange. It's like there's no nuance with that. It's always been like that. It's like, and I'm not saying I'm going, oh, this day, I'm not, it's not like I feel any, I'm indifferent towards it. But I do find it strange. Why is it that no, seemingly no straight guys were ever interested in doing the the plays and the musicals? Maybe not so much the plays, but at least the musicals. I don't know. It doesn't either way, the whole trope of the it's like it's all about the girls, and then there's like a few boys here and there, and any of the ones that are even remotely good. First of all, that's the other thing, is usually the boys suck. The boys always suck. And and but yeah, on top of that, they're usually pretty flamboyantly gay. I guess it's the performer, got the performer bug. It's like, but I don't know, the bug. It's like I always had that too, but it didn't. I don't know what it is. I guess it's like an expressive kind of thing. I don't know. But going to the being in band though, you had everyone, you know. It was really everyone, every single person represented. It's like you got an Asian girl playing the flute, okay? You got a random black friend, you know? One only. um and just like five white nerds guys, right? Wearing glasses, like 10, you know what I mean? And clarinet player, you know, good stuff. And just a quiet girl, a quiet white girl who plays clarinet. I played the drums. I was one of the best that ever did it there. Those were my glory days. No, I'm just kidding, but yo, amazingly badass drummer vibes. Extraneous. Lady Lou says extraneous people being averted. Nice. In my high school, there was a big crossover from band to theater to sports. That was also a millennia ago. And in a small area in New Hampshire. Was your high school super clicky? Um, no, I was actually talking about it with my sister though, and just among the many, just discussing the musical. It's just um, it tends to be like I said, it's just like there's no gray area. There were some in the back when I was in um high school where it was like, I don't know, more diverse and people did more multiple things. I guess it still probably is like that. I don't really know. But um no, I don't know. It wasn't super clicky. I mean, there was always um your more traditionally popular types who were usually some variants of the, and just some stuff never changes, it's just like athletes and cheerleaders and everything, but there were always a few. The way that the band was always interesting because I mean, you like I said, you just really had all kinds of people. Show choir and chorus. Well, chorus when you were younger, a lot of people did chorus. A lot of people grew out of it though. The people that stayed in it, um, I mean, yeah, it's just like mostly girls and you know, more effeminate men. I don't know. Um, but I don't know. It does strike me as strange though. I mean, it's not like there's anything I can't I I'm really not trying to be like offensive or anything. I'm just wondering, like, what is it that's so gay about singing? You know what I mean? Like, or what is it that's so singing about gay? No, I'm just kidding, but you know what I mean? I'm just like I'm just like, "Really, you guys? That's it's fun to sing." I mean, but to take it up as a craft, and I don't know, it's just that they're always the same. Like, it's always like that. It's just like, "La, I'm singing." La 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 la. Like, I could do that. I could do that too. It's kinda over the top, though. It's kinda campy. But different strokes for different folks, you know what I mean? No, I don't know. It's just like it's the girls, they always have the beautiful voices, and then there'd be like that one guy that comes out and he's like, "La." Oh, fuck. Fucking damn. Yo, is that a male vocal coming through? Damn. That shit fire, bro. You sound like every other guy that does show choir or whatever, you know? Um, but yeah, I guess so. Lady Lou says it's expressive. Thanks for being here. But if it's a wise racist thing, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was just joking around. I don't think you thought like just how the band was always pretty diverse. Um, but yeah, Lady Lou says sorry, it's expressive indeed. Boba Fett says a tenor emerges. Yeah, exactly. I guess you're right. It's always a tenor, basically. Oh, what up, dude? It's Ash. Long time no see, bro. I see you on. We're friends on Facebook though, so I'll see you sometimes on Messenger. I see you online, boy. But yeah, welcome to the Chill Island Oasis of Truth and Reality. This is where, other than on the TWFP chat, where I'm hanging out these days. This is all I do. No, yeah. Um, but yeah, I'm just ranting and raving. Getting the telling my old folk tales. A lot of stories. Oh, the stories. It's we have some laughs here, sometimes some tears, sometimes screams actually too, but mostly chuckles. I think. I think the thing about this place, there's a lot of chuckles and there's a lot of chuckling and giggling, sort of whimsical, sort of tee tee, like running around like a little mouse and laughing. You know. So that's kind of the vibe we're trying to cultivate here, I guess. Didn't know it until now, but figured it out on live for all of you to see. Amazing. Amazing truth and reality. I used to go on camera on the chat on Whereby. I sort of stopped going on the Whereby and on TWFP for a while. And then I got a new laptop and I was just like, well, no, we'll see what happens when I go live. And then basically my friends over at TWFP were nice enough to well, provide me with some viewers here so that I'm not just talking to myself like a deranged lunatic. But the is the whereby of the TWFP still up? I Because sometimes I'm tempted to go in there, but it's like I don't even know what to expect going in there. Oh, right. That was sort of last I checked too, was that that girl Becky had something going on. Oh yeah, and actually I went in there a few times and like it was chill, but it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't the same. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. No, but for real, it's like why I didn't really understand the switch there. Didn't really understand some sort of weird power dynamics, a lot of hierarchies going on, Very not chill island, Oasis of Truth and Reality. Um I don't know. Yeah, but it does seem really gay. Like I said, let's be honest. Indeed. Oh yeah. There's a bunch of drama with them. There's always drama. I've been wanting to hit up Mark. Love Cade too. What's the uh, oh okay, so do they still go on the TWFP whereby? I want to pop in at some point. Um yes, there was a bunch of drama with host Eric and Becky. But it's not really my place to comment on it. I mean, it's not really my place to comment on it. But huh. No, yeah, I don't know. It all seems kind of dumb to me. It does seem like yes, she emailed his dad. That seems pretty not cool. I mean, I guess the thing that I didn't understand was the whole anti-Eric sentiment. It's like what's the I don't I mean I don't want to like attract any of that drama over here somehow. Hey, it's me, Becky. Hey, it's me, whoever. Fuck you. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't care, but I don't have anything controversial to say about it. But, I do know that there was some drama. There was some weirdness. And then yeah, it seems like she kind of started her own thing, branching off of the TWFP name. Mixed feelings about that. I mean, just in the sense that like I don't really know about yeah, like why she was such a spite monkey. as Winston's mom says, and Eric says. um, yeah, it seems like much ado about nothing. I mean, like manufacturing drama. Word. Thanks for coming through, dude. Peace, dude. But yeah, this whole thing of they'd just gone mad. It does just seem weird to me to like start some sort of quasi revolt against like this like or branch off into a different sect of something that was basically Eric's creation. And I don't know. Like I'm saying, I don't really feel much about it one way or the other because I'm not involved, but from the outside looking in, it just sort of seems like probably pretty disrespectful to Eric. But let's just leave it at that. Right. But no, I meant there are a lot of good people in there though. Amazing. I am pretty tired though. I don't know how long I'm even gonna stream for. I thought I would come through at least for a little while to chill with you guys.
Connected to Bluetooth.
I feel like I'm getting a cold or something. What else is new? Fucking bullshit. Yeah, I don't know. Not feeling particularly ideational at the moment, but conversational, maybe. The power of the chat always surprises me. I mean, but like Eric mentioned earlier, it's funny because I can definitely get distracted, or I'll like read one comment and then be like, okay, start ranting about something and then ignore a bunch of other comments. But I get to everything. I'm very good about that. But it is true that it can take me a while sometimes. I can get behind in the chat. But yeah, like what's going on? What's going on, you guys? What Russia and Ukraine? Whoa. That's all I have to say about it. Whoa. The news. What's in the news today? Just sort of scrolling through the new nonsense. Looking at these incel terms that Winston's mom sent. Good stuff. Winston's mom. Um, a lot on the docket today, tonight. Well, now for me it's the morning. It just turned 6 a.m. What an odd, what a bizarre time to stream. But again, what else is new? Lady Lou says, "Ugh, now I feel like it's up. Now I'm feeling like it's up to me. I'm better at catching than tossing on that stuff. Think. Oh yeah, no, it's not really. Don't worry, no pressure." Lady Lou says, "OMG, the world is bananas and heartbreaking." Yeah, it's true. Um, about to watch Red Dawn to prepare for the Soviet battle on U.S. soil. About to get me a rifle. Um, I have always wanted to fire a gun. Do you guys like guns? What are the vibes about uh guns here? Yay or nay? Just getting real loose with it. Just guns. How about that? Liddy Lou says, "I know it's even late here, and oh, sorry, yeah, I know it's even late here. I'm in Oregon. Have you become nocturnal? Yeah, well, basically, for years and years now. It's probably not good though. Um, I do think guns are pretty cool, and I love this YouTube channel called Girls with Guns. It's so funny. It's exactly what it sounds like. Literally like something from Tarantino's like Jackie Brown. So funny. That movie was on earlier. Talking to my friend about it. But yeah, it's really funny. I mean, I don't know. Guns are sort of simultaneously overrated and underrated. I mean, I'm inclined to say the real measure of a warrior or a fighter is not by way of the gun. But they go bang, they make big noise, you know? Pretty cool. It's kind of like fireworks or something, except very dangerous, and I mean even more dangerous, and you can die from them. When Lady Lou says, "I fired guns a few times. I don't want one." Seems like it could be a little extraneous to, you know, to own one. As much as I can romanticize the idea, it does seem a little scary to own a gun. I don't know. I mean, guns, the gun, an image of a gun is shocking, you know? I don't know about y'all, but like the shot of like no pun intended, but like a shot of a black like pistol is sort of shocking, you know? Winston's mom says, "I'm comfortable with weapons, not so comfortable with all people who have weapons." Indeed, though. Yeah, I'm sort of a believer in the maxim of you know, guns don't kill people, people kill people. What I like to say is guns don't kill people kill people, but guns sure do make it a whole lot easier to kill people. Copyright CJ O'Connell, trademark 2022. I'm sure people have said that though. But yeah, it is pretty funny. It's like it's you know, something like that. Lady Lou says, I'm not against them in some circumstances, but IMO, we have way too many for my comfort. Um, yeah, I mean, I'd love to come through with some hot takes and be like, I think everyone should have an assault rifle, but nah. I mean, I mean, no, right? Um, but you know, having like a little pistol or something, a magnum or something. I mean, it's cool. Hunting rifle, something low key, a very chill, chill island oasis of truth and reality type of gun. But you probably don't need an AK-47. You know, you probably don't need an M16. Just a it's that's just a hunch. I need it to kill multiple deer at once. Spray and pray, my brother. Um, Winston's mom says I carried a 38 in the command post, and every command post I worked in had a bullet hole from some trained professional playing with his weapon. Not hers, lol. um, right. Lady Lou basically agrees and says guns create the conditions under which people can very easily kill other people. It seems a reasonable hunch to have. Um, I mean, it's fun to participate in the rah rah culture of sort of pro gun uh, sentiment, but um, it does get to a point where you know it's like no, not everyone should have a gun. It's ridiculous. But I mean, not everyone should do a lot of things. I guess I don't know. But indeed, though, they do. You know, they enable killing to happen with a quicker rate and a much easier rate. We should just be sword fighting like back in the good old days. At least have a duel. At least challenge me formally to a duel. Um, used to be so polite about it, you know. Excuse me, sir. You waved your napkin at me. I challenge you to a duel. Good sir, I accept. I'll meet you outside of the saloon at 2 o'clock p.m. on the dot. Do not be late. Do not be late or I'll shoot you. Winston's mom says the NRA very successfully sold guns as a way of heritage and legacy. Fathers and sons hunting together, passing down their beloved rifles, Colt 45s. Then Wayne LaPierre grifted the NRA. I mean, it's like, yeah. I mean, I'm on the East Coast here. I'm in Massachusetts. Like, it would be pretty weird if, I mean, like, there is something I like I said, there's still that element of oh shit, kind of shocking, right? Gun culture. Like I said, I like the idea of it, but not sure I'd be so um I don't know. Who knows? People have real strong can have real strong feelings about that stuff. Um and I don't blame them. Um but I don't know, what's that vibe of like I mean, I'm sure more people die in car accidents from guns. I don't know. Not sure about that one. We'll try it. Let's try it out. We can try that takeout. Why not? It's late, you know. Um the whole thing of though of like your father and son hunting and stuff like that. I mean it's just not the culture that I'm from. I mean, and it's like we don't have to hunt. We live in this industrialized world, or at least more in these my area. It's, near Boston. It's much more at the I don't is it urban? I guess urban, suburban, and urban. It's not a rural area. Seems like in the rural areas though, it's like you might actually have to shoot and kill animals and stuff like that. I mean, you have a farm, for example, got to keep animals off your farm and so forth. Got to kill animals to eat. It's a necessary part of dealing with the wild. Lady Lou says, I've heard pro gun folks say that with less guns, we'd see more stabbings. I don't know if this is true, but even if it is, you rarely hear of a single knife bearers managing to murder uh, lots of people in one go. A single of single knife bearers managing to murder lots of people in one go. Yeah, right. There's a stabber on the loose. No one's really. I mean, it's more brutal, but it's. I think I've heard that take before. If there's gonna be someone that's gonna go after you, they're gonna do it somehow, right? Kind of like that whole vibe. And he says, I agree, and have known many hunters slash farmers who are responsible with their weapons. Yeah. That's what I mean. It's just my boring take on it is basically that it's just very situational. Like, I mean, um, it would be fun if I could just hang up my truth and reality hat for a little bit, and just be like, everyone should have a gun. Guns for everyone. Why not? But it's like then I'll get shot and murdered by some crazy guy and feel real sore about it, no pun intended, on my deathbed. Well, it's that whole thing, right? The only thing that can defeat an evil guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. Am I right, you guys? Lady Lou says, I suspect, like with the interwebs and trolling slash bullying, it's similarly easier to kill someone you don't have to look at and humanize. Generalization, I know. Oh, geez, I bet. I mean, in what context is that? Like, I mean, I was just thinking about, well, with everything going on, but also, I was I've been watching Patton. George S. Patton is a very interesting guy. Um, but it's like the detachment from the war element is just like something I can't really understand, but I do like in a lot of ways what he represents. It's just it's just so easy to, like, for someone like me or for most people, I guess, to just like speak on these things like from a detached perspective, like, oh yeah, it's great. It's guns and war and like it's crazy. We just gotta lead the charge and go through the war. And it's just like, um, but yeah, it's crazy, like, what people have to go through, what they see. I wouldn't want to see that. This PTSD stuff is very real. Um, I think this teaches the attitude of the knife chopping up. When's his mom says Iraqis, um, teaches the attitude of the knife, chopping off what's incomplete and saying now it's complete because it ended here. Oh, that reminds me of something. But yeah, yeah, that's good. Um, if everybody's thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking. Yeah, he's just a full of these amazing quotes. I mean, if anything, he's kind of like a philosopher or something. Um, it's like Sun Tzu or something. No dumb bastard ever won a war by going out and dying for his sorry, for his country. He won it by making some other dumb bastard die for his country. George S. Patton Jr. Yeah. At the beginning of Patton, he gives this speech and like, yeah, he says this thing. I almost didn't want to mention it, but it's so gross. But he says, like, when you reach into the pile of uh like, your friend whose face is like a pile of goo, or like who was just talking to you and now his face is a pile of goo, like, you remember, I forget what he says, but it's something crazy. He's just like, you just remember what we do this for, out of something like that. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh my god, it's no joke at all. Like, it's just like, it's cool to be detached from it, and then there's the attachment, and that just changes everything. You know what I mean? The test of success is not what you do when you are on top. Success is how high you bounce when you hit the bottom. That's pretty good. Yeah, he seems to be interested in, I mean, first of all, he's incredibly competitive naturally, but there's a lot of interesting stuff about him. I mean, he thought that he was like reincarnated. He was like a warrior in the past or something like that, and he thought he was reincarnated. And he designed like outfits for them, and was just super into like symbolism, and I apparently even like, or at least hinting at least in the movie, is some, it was kind of like poetry. The very least it was like language, a lot of words in language, and like just kind of just like a pretty fascinating character, you know. um Lydia says just that people find it easier to be cruel slash vicious to those we don't have to look in the eye seems to be a bit of a flaw in the code, I think, sometimes. Oh yeah, totally though. Um, but yeah, I don't know if you just mean in general. Yeah, that does make me think about like war though, kind of, because you're just going against these people. You're like, oh, it's that's exactly this Patton quote. No dumb bastard ever won a war by going out and dying for his country. He won it by making some other dumb bastard die for his country. That's what Patton understands, basically, literally, that war is hell, and to trudge through it. Um, fittingly or whatever the word is, you know. Like basically just to trudge forward as such. But, you know, um hey, it's probably an ENTJ or something, right? I don't know what that is. Like that SE in there too. It's like some people just want to dominate the field and like that's all they want to do. You know, it's good, I think, to have a healthy, natural competitive side, but uh, really gets a hold of people. It can be very relentless. You know, I mean, I might even go as far as to say that like, well, I mean, I don't know, like a lot of the great evils in the world have to do with competition, but I guess you could say a lot of the great goods of the world have to do with competition too. But I'm inclined to have that kind of negative viewpoint or something of the so-called kind of like SE type stuff, like this physical exertion, this force of will upon the world. Although, uh, I'm just saying it can be necessary, but it seems to be it's among the more easily abused functions, if you know what I mean. And that is obviously just simplifying it just by calling it a function, calling it functions. But I mean, you get my basic point. Oh, a bunch of good quotes here from Patton. There's one great thing. Oh, oh, okay. Wait, no, yeah, I didn't hear that one. That's really funny. Oh, wow. Um, Winton's mom says, I knew two Green Berets who underwent past life regressions, and in each past life, they were soldiers laying on a battlefield. Sometimes they lived, sometimes they were hurt, sometimes they did not live. Wow, that's amazing. Huh. Winston's mom goes as far as to say, you all should be paying attention to this war in Ukraine. I might be 32 or 37 again, and we might be on the brink of another world war. Those are strong words, Winston's mom. Lady Lou says, makes me think our fine speaking general is working towards peace on a spirit/soul level. Yeah, exactly. It's amazing. It's beautiful in a way. I mean, he was very well respected. You know, a lot of people said he could lead an army like no one else. And apparently, in World War II, Hitler called him like that crazy cowboy or something like that. That's pretty funny. That crazy American cowboy, George S. Patton. It's pretty badass and based. What's up, Ash? Ash is back. The thing about the Russia Ukraine situation is like, I don't even know where to begin in terms of like fully understanding the conflict. I mean, it's exactly as I predicted, right? It's like something about land, and then it just became something completely different. And Russia is overreacting. Russia, calm down. You're overreacting. Putin, he's kind of at the helm of all this, of course. And Ash is gone again. Thank you, Ash. Wish you the best as well, my dude. Come back whenever, man. I mean, I have been streaming fairly frequently lately. Um, so yeah, come through, man. Appreciate it. All right. With this mom's about to break it down for us. The Russians have already taken Chernobyl and are now on the approach to a second nuclear power plant. It's not fun in games on social media any longer. This is a blood sport, and we may be asked to decide on a team. Paying attention, I'm worrying and also meditating and sending what light I have into the world. I'm not panicking now yet, but I'm paying attention. The situation is tenuous. Wow. He's isolating himself even from his advisors. They say it's generally not a sign of good mental health or stability. That's disturbing. That's what people are saying, though, like that he's just totally insane. I mean, it's not surprising. I mean, but it's like knock on wood. It's like let's hope he doesn't do anything too rash. I mean, well, it's like he already has. With Ukraine, but it's definitely not good. But as far as a world war ensuing, I mean, I would like to think hopefully there's still some hope on that front of things not getting that going that far. But it's crazy, even just looking at Russia on the map, how fucking huge Russia is, and it's like I was just saying, like I don't know the first thing about war and the military and everything, but it's like just thinking of like how large their land mass is, and thinking of having like outposts on the border, like just like all over the border, like and stuff. Like they could, it's like yeah, I mean they could do some major fucking damage, but gotta have faith though, and the sort of especially in the diplomatic process here. It's not like I mean, the thing about it, though, of course, is it's like, yeah, the top three world superpowers are essentially the U.S., Russia, and China. Um, I was looking into this stuff when Boba Fett was here, and I was like, you know, um, um, I'm like, what's China going to think about all this? He said, oh, they're not going to get involved. What do you mean they're not going to get involved? Interesting though. Winston's mom says this begins with the Saturn Jupiter conjunction and involves Pisces. I'm concerned with the number 2012, and I'm worrying over what Young predicted. Hits the email blackout on my end. Oh wow. What did what about 2012 and what about Young? I tend to wonder if the world really did end in 2012. That's one of my fears, you could even say. I mean, I don't know what to think about it. I mean, we're still here. Knock on wood, of course. But I do wonder if there was the very least, a cultural shift, something, something changing in the atmosphere or something like that. There's also theories about CERN and alternate reality stuff, and I don't know. I mean, I would think, or I don't know, the natural tendency to be like that this would be discussed if people were feeling this way, but it doesn't seem to ever really come up. What? When this month says in 2012, as predicted by the Mayan calendar, the world we knew did end. Twitter and Facebook added the like button. That's amazing. That's so funny. That sounds like something that would have been posted around then or something like that. The, like, yeah, is that like a joke? I don't know, sorry, it sounds like a good joke. I mean, the like button thing is really funny. I mean, it's like even if that were, like, taking it seriously, that you could say it's an element of free choice in the matter. Although I don't necessarily think social media is good. I mean, I don't have a Facebook or a Twitter. I mean, well, I do. I do, but I don't go on them. I don't have the apps on my phone. Lady Lisa says, I've heard some say that the math was off and it was 2020 pandemic. That was the predicted date. That's scary. I kind of got that sense too, of course. But I almost felt like it might be like another phase of it or something of the apocalypse, so to speak, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I don't know. Or at least some kind of, like I said, some kind of culture shift or something like that. Just like from 2012 to 2020, you know what I mean? And like now it's, it's 2021 and then now it's 2022. And it's just like, great with this stuff happening now. Russia and Ukraine. I mean, good lord. I mean, I need to just read more about it. But anyway, that's right. That does suck that there's the limitations of 200 characters, but you guys can just post multiple messages. No, obviously, like no problem. We have a weird relationship. Oh yeah, so Nostradamus predicted California would fall off into the ocean first, huh? Crazy. Nostradamus vibes. Everything came true. Nostradamus 2022. People search. All right, Baba Vanga. It's funny. Oh God. New York Post. Nostradamus predictions for 2022: cannibals, robots, and the rise of cryptocurrency. Get out of here. That's it predicted cryptocurrency, or at least he predicted cryptocurrency, and or they. Oh wow. Damn, predicted cryptocurrency. It's. I mean, this. What the fuck? This AI bullshit here. Oh my god, crypto bro. This article's stupid. I mean, of course, the New York Post is like a tabloid, but well, very fitting, of course. Like, yeah, this article is bullshit. I guess that's good. This is what Nostradamus actually predicted would happen. Dot dot dot. According to those who believe in ancient Nostradamus predictions, 2022 will be far worse than 2021. Like, great. That's all anyone needs right now. That's all. That's what we need to hear right now. That's yeah, absolutely. I swear to God, this shit is gonna be made. It's gonna make itself. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna think it into being, and it's gonna happen. I'm telling you, because of people being some for some reason insistent on making it happen. What is this? This is a joke. But this well, this is at least kind of funny. Um, Someone says like in 2021. Well, what? Oh well, there's a joke. This guy makes a joke. Yeah, he's like, if you spend enough time on the internet towards the end of the year, you've probably come across a fair few. This is what famous astrologer Nostradamus predicted for next year articles. A lot of them tend to make out like the predictions are set in stone, as though Nostradamus was sat in the 1500s thinking. And in 2021, you'll all be dealing with COVID, which is going to be an absolute nightmare. But brace yourself because in 2022, Chris Pratt's voicing Mario. Oh, nice. Okay, so human extinction is going to happen this year, apparently. The California thing is interesting because of the wildfires and everything. Like, what's up with that? The fuck is going on over there? Literally, God or the devil just like blasting fire, blasting California with fire. Stop sinning. I don't know. I really don't know. Orson Welles has documentary from back in the 70s. You should watch that online while you commentary. Thanks, Mrs. Mom. That'd actually be cool. That's what I gotta get going here. Is like getting a stream, broadcasting the screen, and everything like that. What did Orson Welles do? Oh, The Man Who Saw Tomorrow. Amazing. Armin Poor, yuck. It's something like PBS, right? I see her all the time. Oh yeah, well she's on CNN and PBS. Great. I mean, I see her all the time on I meant to say I see her all the time on PBS. But yeah, I've never really seen her. I guess yeah, she's on CNN but yeah, she's on CNN and PBS. Great. Oh no, I know Orson Welles. I just didn't know the man who saw tomorrow. It's cool. I mean, he has a lot of movies. He has a pretty impressive filmography and a pretty large filmography. Boba Fett says that lady's a disgusting propagandist. Our modern Goebbels, or however you spell him. However you pronounce it. Goebbels, is it Goebbels? Goebbels. Terrifying. This guy. This guy looks like a straight up vampire. Joseph Goebbels. Um, that was that shit that they would tell us about. Was he the one that did all the scary experiments? Because that shit really freaked me out when we learned about that in school. I was like, what the fuck is this? Learning about that shit? My God. It's like, oh, and by the way, this is what people do to each other. Have a good day. It's like, how are kids supposed to handle that, really? You know what I mean? But that's the scary truth in reality. Nah, but seriously, that's the scary truth and reality of the situation is that you got to let them know eventually. You know what I mean? So sad. Just to like, you know, you want to shield. Um. Oh yeah, sorry about the camera moving. It's the laptop. It's my legs. Just like shaking my legs. Um. What is so wrong with What is so wrong with Christine Armin for? But oh yeah, I was just saying how it's just tragic how it's like you want to like shield kids from stuff, from bad stuff, from evil, and it's like they're gonna learn about it. It's difficult. But yeah, I'm interested in what makes Christiane Amanpour so bad. Bruh. In 2020, she compared the Trump administration to the Nazis and Kristallnacht, saying it was the Nazis warning shot across the bow, blah 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 blah. Anyway, it's just like it's actually funny because the Israeli government, along with some Jewish groups, called for Amin to apologize for this comparison. Israel Diaspora Affairs Minister Omer Yankelovich urged an immediate and public apology for belittling of the immense tragedy of the Holocaust. That's kind of based just to be like, yeah, no, stop. Like, stop comparing Trump to fucking Nazi to Nazi Germany. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are fucking insane. It's like it's Hitler. See, it's Hitler. Y'all are just like looking for another Hitler. She wishes he was Hitler. I don't know. She'd go work for him. You know what I mean? I don't know. It doesn't seem like, I mean, but let me see what no, nothing here. I just don't know though what she's saying. It's I mean, that's one of the worst things, I guess. But wow. Um she reported on the fall of European communism in 86. The dissolution of the Soviet Union. Freaking insane. How long are people going to Holocaust? I mean, well, yeah, it's like that. It's like always these canned like statements, but at least, I mean, it's just kind of funny, like that she said that and that they didn't. It's like, and that they were like not having it. It's like for real. Trump isn't anti-Semitic. He'd be like, I've got a lot of great things to say about the Jews. They're some of my best friends. I love who's that one big guy? Well, a lot of them. You know, he's friends, he's pals with all of them. Yeah, I love Netanyahu. You know, um, yeah, I love Benjamin Netanyahu. Um, denazification. Just I was just reading about Patton and how he didn't that he got into some hot water. One of the many things that was like a hot take of his was something about thinking that the denazification was pointless or something like that. Yeah, it was pretty bizarre. But that is what the it's so interesting, yeah, because they're saying that that's what Ukraine is doing. But yeah, that was one of the things too. Like Patton had some funny things to say about the Russians. He really hated the Russians. He was like, concerning Russians, they're Asiatic and therefore devious and not to be trusted. Amazing. Funny enough, I actually first heard that on JLP, but they were talking about him. But yeah, I mentioned this recently, and JLP didn't even know who Patton was. I was like, dude, what? I mean, I barely know who he is, but still, right? It's like one of the many things where he just doesn't know stuff, and I'm just like, dude, what? Like, come on. Michael Flynn. Not really so sure about him. Jared Kushner is Jewish and Ivanka converted. That's right. I forgot about that. I mean, um I feel like I vaguely knew that. A lot of amazing truth and reality going on right now. I just wish I didn't have this fucking headache. I didn't really eat anything today though. That could be part of it. But I'm not hungry now. Romel. Javu. Yeah, true. I don't even know why. Well, actually, I mean, well, yeah, her comments were at the end of 2020. So, but yeah, Boba Fett says Trump is ancient history anyway. This Yuki thing that's flared up almost entirely on Biden's handlers, IMO. Yeah, well, yeah, yeah, it definitely is. I mean, Trump was everyone was saying all this stuff about Trump being in bed with Putin literally, and just like maybe that was true, but I mean, I don't know. It's probably good to be allies with them. You know what I mean? I mean, what's going on right now, though, I mean, it's pretty fucked up. And it is all on Biden right now. But what's the deal with peace talks? You know what I mean? What's going on here? Like, I mean, obviously the situation right now is difficult, but it's like I'm sort of just thinking about how we approach like Putin and his top men, like sort of in a diplomatic fashion. I mean, what exactly, should the U.S. even necessarily be involved in this situation, in this war? I mean, if we're asked to intervene, or I mean, if it comes down to yeah, this sort of like World War II, literally fucking, you know, see, that's what's crazy about it. I mentioned this too to Boba Fett when it's like, um, there's a whole funny Norm Macdonald joke about how Germany went to war with the world and no one tried that before, and the world fights back and it and wins, but it was actually close, like, but it was actually close, like the victory. And so I'm just saying, like, yeah, like Russia with its just gigantic landmass and like imagining it having outposts all over the border was just like not good. And right, just like expanding the territory. I mean, it's all this like stuff of just like literally imperialism. But there was something I just saw where it was like, no, this is oh yeah, well it definitely has. I think it was you, Boba Fett, who said, yeah, AOC, fucking crazy eyes, talking about this has to do with US imperialism. It's like, no, it doesn't. Like, let's stay out of this, you know? I don't know. Taking an Enneagram 9 approach to war. I mean, I don't know. I think I saw Winston's mom say something about this recently about being the US being like the world police and all of that. And it's just like, why does it need to be like that? You know, I mean, that was something that it's that again, I kind of feel like Trump got right too. It's just like, what would you call it? Like a non-interventionist policy? I mean, he's just kind of like, we're gonna stop. Like, it's like, you know, we need to focus on ourselves. You know what I mean? Not to be the proverbial fly on the wall in those discussions. Putin teaches NATO a lesson, right? There's this whole thing with NATO too. Oh, right, and he doesn't, you know, want that occurring. Um, well, that's what's. I mean, yeah, it's like he he went in fearing they'd hand the Yukis an Article 5 thing. Oh, I see. Yeah. Huh. I guess I don't know. I don't know enough about that to comment really. But Winston's mom says I did not say the U.S. should or is the world police, but we are in the business of selling arms. Yeah. So there's this thing. There's this the military industrial complex. Our involvement in that regard. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I just thought it was you who said something like that. But the arms thing. I mean, is that our main trade with Russia? Yeah, it's always seemed like the U.S. has always had like a strange sort of relationship with Russia, like distant, kind of like, and very at worst, definitely hostile. Much less the the love hate situation we have with China. But I'm just wondering about like the trade situation here with Russia, like what it is that, you know, we provide Russia and what Russia provides us. America, U.S., USA, Russia trade. The attitude of the West and of Russia towards a crisis like Ukraine is diametrically different. The West is trying to establish the legality of any established border. For Russia, Ukraine is part of the Russian patrimony. Henry Kissinger. Still can't even find like what exactly it is that we do with Russia, like our trade. I mean, I can understand the military thing, the arms thing, but it's not like one of those situations where one or the other, it's like where the US and Russia are particularly dependent on each other. It just needs, but I guess you could say that's even more a reason to try to handle things diplomatically with Russia. Like, of course, Putin may well have reasons for wanting Trump as president, not at least Trump's apparent skepticism for his NATO and his elected opposition, or Russia's military intervention in Ukraine. It's sort of a lot for me to get into right now. I think I need to do like a good amount of reading on my own and sort of really figure out what is to be meant like to what is meant to be gathered from this situation, like, why can you guys explain to me how, like, why this could turn into a World War 3? I mean, of course there's, uh like the intervention type deal, but depending on how bad things get, of course. But I mean, if we can handle this thing diplomatically, it's like, right, okay, so what? Really, we have to worry about Russia taking over the world? And the nukes, of course, always the nuclear threat. And it's just like, just not sure. It used to be part of an effort to legitimize an alternate narrative. The Ukrainian government is a U.S. adversary. The Ukraine, not Russia, attacked us in 2016. Who attacked us in 2016? No, don't tell me we're talking about the Trump campaign. My goodness. Someone's name not that smart about this stuff. TBH. So complex. It must be windy. TE can't see but straight. Let's hope to God to get some TE in this situation. Why do you think I'm taking a TE approach to this? I mean, I don't know. Lady Lou says people I don't trust all around the global power broker table. Aim high, fly, fight, win. It's the I mean, that's the motto of the U.S. Air Force in 2010. You guys know a lot more about this stuff than I do. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, Boba Fett says it's the world we live in. Yeah, I mean it's sort of telling of my culture. I mean, like I never really had to think about it very much. Pretty easy to just again, right, kind of detach from it or to just be like war uh I mean it's a sentiment that always seems to appear, which is this idea of like, war doesn't happen here. It only happens in far off lands. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's some quote about that. You know what I mean? But like, it's just kind of the same thing with everyone. With it's like it's you never think it's gonna happen to you, and then it does, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I mean, I definitely don't think it's useful to be fearful about the situation. I mean, it's never fear seems to rarely be useful. Perpetual war. The world has grown increasingly dangerous with a nuclear amendment, North Korea. Animal Farm Orwell. I never read it, but I know it's like somehow socialism. Probably some. I don't know. Robert C. O'Brien quotes missing mo. Well, I don't know that much about Animal Farm, but with this my socialism comment, I mean the funny thing is that I think socialism does get a bad rep. It's more like communism that's problematic at the very least, and essentially authoritarianism. Yeah, I was talking about that with Jonathan Basanti too. Jonathan Basanti, and yeah, I mean the socialism thing, though, right? I mean, but I just don't know exactly how it would be implemented properly. You know what I mean? But it might get sort of a bad rep. Went his mom says, "You sound tired. Are you fading a bit?" I mean, kind kinda. I'm just chilling. Yeah, I will probably stop streaming pretty soon. I'm just closing out a bunch of tabs. Boy. Ugh, I wish I wasn't so tired. But I'll oh, sorry. I was playing this song. I will probably wind up streaming later tonight, though. Really, it's just not stopping. Can you? So weird. Yeah, I didn't get that much sleep. Before. I mean, I did sleep like. I guess I slept for like 6 hours on and off before going to the musical. But yeah, it's just my sleep is fucked up. I'm gonna get my sleep right. Finally. Yeah, it's a bummer though, to say the least, about this Russia-Ukraine situation, and just praying for a peaceful resolution here. It's like, I guess that's really all we can do right now. But I wanted to just go in here.
Connected to Bluetooth.
Oh yeah, it's the Chill Island Oasis of truth and reality. Everyone watching right now is sexy. We're all just a bunch of sexy superstars here on the Chill Island Oasis of truth and reality. Watching me close a bunch of tabs, really fun. Very special. I. There we go. Check out the vibe, y'alls. It's mad chill. It's mad real. Literally says, "Lol, sexy benches we be roar." Benches. Yeah, I've seen that. That's funny that you know that. Sort of a random. It seems kind of niche. Like bench. Like where did they come from saying it with an N? It's really funny. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, boy. Frickin'. Frickin' Ansel Elgort over here. Who's this fella? Bruh. What's the deal with Russia and Ukraine? I think we should all just sing and dance our cares away. How about that? You know? How's that for. How does that grab you? What's that saying? Like, how's that for laughs or something? How's that for. How's that for something? Y'all know the vibe. Amazingly interesting conversation that I'm providing right now. Oh yeah, I meant to keep looking at this stuff that Peter was talking about, like soundness and cogency, TI versus TE, TI soundness versus TE cogency. It's pretty good. I gotta take these freaking attitudinal psyche test and the Favre tri-type test. Yeah, Boba Fett. I keep like thinking of that quote when I hear about this stuff. Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. It's like Oppenheimer, I guess. He's talking about was he talking about nuclear war or something like that? I mean, like, bruh, yeah, it had to do with at least a nuclear weapon. It's just such an interesting phrasing though. Like why? I mean, I guess it comes from Hinduism, but why is it worded like that? Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. Furious solo right after law, just like shredding, shredding on the guitar.
These are strange days for you and me in Germany. Strange days we find ourselves in. Strange days for you and me in Germany. We have honor and that we'll win. I had a fight with three piggies. Your enemy seems to be within. There's strange days for you and me in Germany, but we struggle together. We'll Strange days for you and me in Germany. Storm clouds gathered in gray. Strange days for you and me in Germany. We find ourselves here today. Snakes and devils surround us. Friends are few and rare indeed. Pig upon pig dog will hound us. We get stronger as they Strange days for you and me in America. These are strange days we find ourselves in. Strange days for you and me in Germany. We have fun I have a fight with three piggies. Your enemy seems to be within. Strange days for you and me in America. We struggle together. We have honor and we struggle together. These are strange days for you and me in Germany. These are strange days we find ourselves in. These are strange days for you and me in Germany. We have autumn back again. I have a fight with Yankees. Your enemies to me within. These are strange days for you and me in Germany. We struggle together again. We have all that again. But we struggle together again.
Connected to Bluetooth.
What's up, y'all? It's the Chill Island Oasis. Truth and reality. Uh, the new mentality.
Better sing for myself. I never held my neighbor. Never.
With my mind on money and the other way around. Cash moves everything around. So what's the significance? Importance of what we do, say. It's all being measured around. Change, looked up. With my mind on money and the other way around. Cash moves everything around. Significance of what we do, say, feel. Everything's judged by numbers, looked up. There's no one around, but the two old timers who visit when they're in town. The credits are rolling as they walk out.
It's just that nature here is vile and base. Of course, there's a lot of misery, but it is the same misery. It's
Beispiele paranormale Tonbandstimmen. Was sind paranormale Tonbandstimmen? Es sind Stimmen unbekannter Kräfte. Es sind paranormale Stimmen.
Ihren Klang. Ich verstehe die Sprachen. Ich verstehe die Sprachen nicht.
Shining slowly.
Ich höre nur.
What should I do?
Switch inside my purse to buy something worthless. 99 problems all gone in that one.
I was just a dog.
Walk with me, Lord. Walk with me. Walk with me, Lord. Walk with me. While I'm on. You keep it going, man. You keep looking. You keep it going.
You've got to look into the
Got my Laura, Laura. Shadows of flame flying I can't talk today.
Oh yeah. Thank you guys for being here. on the Chill Island Oasis of Truth and Reality. It's 9 a.m. here. Time to try to get some sleep. I'm gonna head out now, but I'll probably wind up streaming later tonight. Possibly pretty late night. We'll see. But for now, I'm probably about to sign off. Good times chilling on the Chill Island Oasis of Truth and Reality. We stay trying to keep up the good vibes. I'm going to try to figure out how to basically show my screen on here. I'm thinking it would be great if we could get into watching movies and stuff, especially old movies like I was talking about with Winston's mom. Very good. About to go watch some Girls with Guns. I'm definitely very tired. So I'm going to head out now. I'll talk to you guys later. We'll see you guys next time on the Chill Island Oasis of Truth and Reality. Peace, fam.